Ugh, ads are such poop. Subscribe to Acast Plus now to skip ads and more for just $1 a month. Click the link in our show notes to learn how. And hey, we're on Patreon too. Your support helps cover the cost of running a podcast. For $2 a month, you can get early access to all our episodes ad-free, plus bonus episodes exclusive to Patreon subscribers only. Visit patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse to sign up now.
Hey, sweetie, what do you think of our new car from Carvana?
Think it can handle our busy family?
Well, we have 7 days to see. First, we can take the scenic route to the beach and stargaze through the moonroof. We'll see if your drums fit in the trunk. Then we can pick up Mommy's friends and check out that legroom. And we should really visit Grandma. She's getting up there.
That's like a whole lifetime in 7 days.
And like one busy family.
With our 7-day money-back guarantee, you can confidently shop for cars 100% online. Visit Carvana.com for all terms and conditions. We'll drive you happy at Carvana.
Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
I'm Katie Aubin, producer at Tasty and a holder of extremely strong food opinions.
And I'm Jasmine Pack. I'm a Tasty creator who also has extremely strong food opinions.
And we're friends. We love food, and we're hosting a new podcast for Tasty called Bite Club.
Bite Club is a conversation show about the snacks, treats, and bites that make us who we are.
Each week on Bite Club, we take a food topic and put together a totally definitive list of our rankings of that food.
The list is our opinion only, but on this podcast, our opinion is the only one that matters.
We'll be sharing our tasty tips, playing food games, and having a dialogue on all things delicious.
Make sure to check out Bite Club every week wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.
Husband!
Wife!
Do you know what we're doing today?
Well, it's Sunday and we're not doing a book club.
That's true, and I don't have a jingle for it, but we are doing a Patreon episode.
Yeah, we're doing a Patreon episode.
Yes.
So what are we doing our Patreon episode over today?
Well, I thought we would talk a little bit more about the 10 Commandments and Noah's laws and the 7 deadly sins, and there's some sins that cry out to God, and I didn't know sins could do that.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's also some 7 virtues. There's a whole bunch of lists of things.
So like kind of a continuation of what we were talked about on the last Patreon episode?
I think so.
Okay. Somewhat, maybe,
Somewhat.
sort of.
And it might cover a little bit, but from a different angle. Like it might overlap a little bit, but not overly much.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, if you are not a Patreon subscriber, you can listen to a little bit of this episode by going to Patreon and listen to the preview. But otherwise, if you want to listen to the whole thing, you'll need to subscribe at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse. And you can sign up for as low as $2 a month and become a Patreon member and, be really cool and listen to these episodes like, our patrons.
Yes. And I'm sorry for you if you are missing out on this, because this is some really cool stuff.
Yeah. So go do that now.
It's one of our rabbit holes, and you guys love our rabbit holes.
Right. We think.
You do.
Oh, they do.
They do.
You do.
Obviously.
All right, let's go down it.
Okay. Okay, so remember when we went over the 7 laws of Noah, or Noah's 7 laws or whatever?
Yeah.
And some of them coincided with the 10 Commandments, but we weren't sure exactly which ones because the 10 Commandments weren't really fresh in our minds.
Sure.
So I thought we'd reiterate that a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. So the 10 Commandments are also referred to as the 10 sayings, the 10 matters, the 10 utterances, the Decalogue.
Never heard any of those.
Well, they are apparently things that exist.
Got it.
Okay. The first one is, I am the Lord thy God. Thou shalt have no strange gods before me. But normal ones are perfectly okay. And that was one of Noah's laws. Do not associate with other gods.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Number 2 was, thou shalt not create false idols.
Right.
And that also was one. Follow God's path and not any other.
But the ones I make are true.
Right.
They're true idols,
Mm-hmm.
Just saying.
Not false ones.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Number 3 was, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord in vain. which again was one of Noah's. Fulfill your covenant with God. Okay?
Okay.
Number 4 was remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. And that was one of Noah's. Give full measure and weight the justice.
Okay.
Which I don't really think that that's totally the same, but those, according to people that know things,
Say they are.
They say they are.
Okay.
Okay. Number 5 is honor thy father and thy mother, which Noah translated or whatever to honor your parents.
Got it.
Okay. Number 6 was thou shalt not kill.
Right.
And that equals 2 of Noah's, which were do not kill your children for fear of poverty and do not take a life except justly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
but you can do it justly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, I mean, like in self-defense or, other things.
I got it.
Okay. 7 and 8, Noah does not have an equivalent law. Okay.
Okay.
Thou shalt not commit adultery and thou shalt not steal.
Got it.
Okay. So you probably shouldn't do those, but it's not going to piss off Noah.
Sure.
Number 9, thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor. And again, 2 of Noah's laws kind of go along with this.
Okay.
Do not come near the property of the orphan except to enhance it. And whenever you testify, maintain justice even regarding a close relative.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
Number 10, covet not thy neighbor's wife. And Noah's law was do not come near indecencies openly or secretly.
Got it.
Okay?
Okay.
Now, the 2 others of Noah's laws that were not listed above were thou shalt not eat flesh torn from a living animal.
Right.
And I looked that one up. And guess what?
What?
They meant like literally an animal that's still like alive and moving. Don't take a bite out of it.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because people do that. Now, there are some cultures that do eat like seafood or octopi, octopuses.
Yeah.
While they're still alive.
Sure.
So they're kind of breaking that rule. But there are also crazy people, like literal crazy people.
Yeah.
And I know we're not supposed to use that word for the mentally insane ?
Right, but if you just go take a bite out of an animal.
There was a guy that was in the news for being hopped up on both PCP and cocaine who took a bite out of his dog's ear and then was running around town with the blood like gushing from his mouth until he was finally arrested.
Wow.
He was running around the streets in his underwear.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
So he definitely broke Noah's law there.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the other one was to establish courts of justice. So,
okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, just a reminder, the 7 laws of Noah were also...
Oh no, what happened?
Well, this is a special Patreon episode, actually. Which means that they need to go to Patreon and subscribe as a patron in order to listen to it.
Okay, well, I guess that we are going to go do that now.
Yeah, just head over to patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse, become a member for as low as $2 a month, and you'll have access to all these special things and goodies too. So, go do that.
So this was just a teaser.
Yeah, teaser.
Okay, just
Bye.
checking.
Okay,
Bye.
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 Acast powers the world's best podcasts. Here's a show that we recommend.
I'm Katie Aubin, producer at Tasty and a holder of extremely strong food opinions.
And I'm Jasmine Pack. I'm a Tasty creator who also has extremely strong food opinions.
And we're friends. We love food, and we're hosting a new podcast for Tasty called Bite Club.
Bite Club is a conversation show about the snacks, treats, and bites that make us who we are.
Each week on Bite Club, we take a food topic and put together a totally definitive list of our rankings of that food.
The list is our opinion only, but on this podcast, our opinion is the only one that matters.
We'll be sharing our tasty tips, playing food games, and having a dialogue on all things delicious.
Make sure to check out Bite Club every week wherever you get your podcasts.
Acast helps creators launch, grow, and monetize their podcasts everywhere. Acast.com.